But yeah, we got this match, and from the second it started, I was like, okay, hold on.
Phil, legit from bump. As soon as I saw Cena take that first, like Cody's shoulder blocked him or something, and I was like, "Uh oh."
So he took the first bump, and he very intentionally looked like he was trying to protect himself in the bump. It looked like everything people report about him, or what people are assuming about him, is that he's trying to protect his body. He's not gonna
He's
have
a big
like,
movie star.
yeah, he's a big movie star, so he can't have risky matches. He's going to go out there and phone it in. And halfway through this thing, well, not even halfway through this, within like the first few minutes, I was like, okay, he's intentionally making it look like he's phoning it in because that's the joke here. That's the
Hmm.
bit.
Hmm.
I don't think that worked
It didn't work.
with this match. I think it was
It didn't
too
work.
on the nose and
Yes.
it did not work. Like the way he was rolling through some of these bumps, I was like, this looks so weird and cartoonish. And he's trying to minimize his move set where he just does like the he
He's
just
working
does,
like a plotting heel thing, like a big, like,
yeah.
take my time to really
Yeah.
dismember my prey type shit.
He's doing all of these basic moves, like basic slams, double axe. He at one point he does like two or three double axe handles in a row, and I was like, okay. And again, if you're just trying to do some meta stuff and you're just trying to do character stuff,
That's the
great,
bit. He said he's going to ruin wrestling.
great. But it looked silly because you had Cody selling all of this stuff like he's getting hit with all these devastating moves. Like he's getting hit with double axe handles and he's like rolling and selling it, and it looks stupid.
That's
And
the part that people take out. I'm like, well, John, I understand what John Cena is doing, but Cody Rhodes is on the receiving end of all of that.
the way that Cody's been booked, he's been booked incredibly strong for a year. This guy's been champion for a year. He beat the biggest star in the company that had a dominant historic run, and he's in there
He beat
falling down.
Gunther and at the
You beat
fucking
Gunther.
crown.
He
AJ
bro,
Styles, like Doc.
yeah, he had these big, like dangerous matches with Kevin Owens where Kevin Owens second guessed himself, didn't go for the strike. And Cody, the whole point of this was like, nope, if I get the chance to take you
I'll
out,
do
I'm
it.
gonna take you out because I
Yeah,
want to win.
right.
And you had that scenario in this match, it didn't go for the win. Did it make sense?
Oh, Phil, hold on. Huh? Oh no, 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 no. Hold on. You would never hit a guy with glasses, would you? I'm like, wait, what is? Hold on. What's
Bro,
happening here?
the story they tried to tell with this made absolutely no sense. Um,
Mhm.
that the match was already not good. So just all of the zaniness of this match, Cena's doing all of this cartoonish heel stuff. Cody is trying to wrestle a regular match with him doing this stuff, and then Travis music hits. Boy, when I tell you, the biggest victory in this entire 2 night event is that we'll never have to hear Fiend again. Because goddamn, I don't need to hear that song ever again. um,
That video where I hate Logan Paul, but there's a video of him being like, if I hear this song one more time, I'm gonna find Travis and punch him in the face. Same thought, dog. Like, all
I,
right, you guys, like,
I,
this is crazy. I don't want to hear this anymore. Yes, that I have a couple of issues with this. Like from the fucking first bump, it was god awful, dog shit, terrible match. People are like, oh no, it was pretty fine until Travis Scott. No, when Travis, it was already off the rails when Travis Scott's music hits. But then Travis Scott's music hits, Phil. Cena has Cody down. Cena watches Travis Scott, who is taking the longest time you could ever take for an entrance. Like he is
bro,
just hamming it up. He's walking slow. He's pointing at the crowd. He's holding his belt up. Like he is taking his time. And Cena's watching him the entire time. Cody's in the back, like waiting. I'm like, what? Why didn't Cena stop him while it was happening? Like he should have been working over Cody, waiting for him. He waits for Travis Scott for what feels like 5 straight minutes in this match. And he finally gets down there and then they handshake. And I was like, okay, this is
this this is again where I felt like it made Cody look stupid because
yes,
Cody is
exactly.
laying there. And I mean, he is just taking his time walking down to the ring. Cody is like rolling around, just in
And he is
agony.
already on the ground for not that big of a reason.
Exactly. So he's just rolling around selling like he is just in agony. Travis gets all the way down to the ring. Cena holds his hand up, like raises his arm while they're standing on the apron. I was just like, there's a match going on.
What's happening here?
And so the match restarts, and I mean, well, they go back to the action in the ring, and I believe Cody hit him with a crossroads, and he went to pin him, and then Travis pulls the ref out the ring, and I was like, okay, ring the bell. That's a disqualification.
It's over.
Ring the bell. Didn't ring the bell. Whatever. We can make whatever our head canon up is that Rock
it's a world title match. They have little looser rules. I get it. You can sell me on it. Okay.
Rock is in control, and so the rules are looser. Blah blah blah. But I was just like, no, the match should be over. That's a DQ. So then we get to Travis jumping in the ring, and I guess we're supposed to be sold on Travis being dangerous now because he hit him at Elimination Chamber, and the report was that he burst one of his eardrums. All right, but when you put him next to Cody, it just doesn't work. I don't buy that he should be scared of travel. And so so he chased him out of the ring and hits him with the crossroads. He sells it like death and just lays out, and he pushes him out the ring. Then we get this horrible end stretch of the match. Goodness gracious, buddy.
Oh my God.
This was so bad. He looks like he's gonna hit Cena with the belt. The point we're supposed to get out of this is that he's having this moment of, I'm a good guy. I can't do what you would do. I'm not a bad guy. But I'm just like, but he cheated before that. And these guys had you on the ground beating you at Elimination Chamber. Kevin Owens did less to you. And you put this guy through a ladder and left him bleeding and then celebrated over his body.
And yeah, well, as his friend comforted him, you celebrated over his body with the championship belt. You left him bloody.
Yeah. So this made no sense.
But you won't even hit Cena. Like, what? You guys, what?
This made no sense. It looked like they were trying to do the ending to the Punk Hangman match where Hangman hesitated, but that was played so much better, and there were so much reasons why that worked and this didn't. Cena doing the no. Please, begging, horrible. And so
awful.
He gets low blowed, then he gets hit with the belt. Doesn't hit him with a finisher, just hits him with a belt. That's the end of the match.
God awful, terrible.
This was bad, and it wasn't just that the match was bad in a vacuum. This is the way you're gonna give him his 17th world title win. This is the thing that
last WrestleMania, Phil. The last
his last WrestleMania main event. This is the thing that you're gonna want to go back and replay as a moment. And this was the match. This was so bad. And then this is the end of Cody's year-long reign. You end it with this. Like, what?
This is how we cap that whole thing off. This whole Cody run, all of this was John Cena in a horrible fucking match. God awful moments in it. He was slow, horrible. Now people are selling me that was the point of the match. I'm like, I don't. That's what you want that to be connected to. You want a 17 title run. You want Cody's and you want all this to be connected to a bad match for what?
This was not good. Yeah. It was like bafflingly bad. Like when it was over. When it was over, I was just sitting there like, what the hell was that? Like, what are we doing? Like, this was a WrestleMania main event. Like, I legitimately think this is one of the worst WrestleMania main events ever. At one point when I was thinking that, I was like, no, I'm exaggerating. But the more and more I thought about it, I was like, no, this was bad.
I thought initially I was like, that's horrible. I tweeted and people were mad. And then, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. But as I done research, I'm like, no, I think I'm pretty right. That was
this was bad.
God awful. It made Cody. I think Cody got the worst of it, dude, because he's Superman to this company. Feel like this is all his. the crowds, the fans. He's put in work. He's done all this bits, and they made him look like some fucking dork in so many points in this match, man. I was like, wait, why is Cody doing that? Wait, why did they do that to him? Wait, why did it again? I hated that he just hit Travis Scott with a crossroad. Like, punch this guy in the mouth. Like, there's so many things I want you to do that I wanted to go down differently, and they were just it was like he was just to the mercy of John Cena. And like that's not what Cody represents. That's not who you sold me on Cody Rhodes being, you know?
Yeah, no. I think with the year-long run this guy went on as champion, even all of the stuff before that. I mean, in his first year or so, he went forever without losing a match.
I just remembered fucking Hell in the Cell with the purple titty. He did that, and he was to the mercy of fucking John Cena's double axe handles, Phil. I want to scream.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. We've seen this guy in so many matches.
He's superhuman.
And this is it. He had to play along with all of this, like, it was not good, man. I think it made Cody look silly. It just didn't work. And I get it. People are going to be like, "Oh, well, look, it's intentional because he said
he was going to ruin wrestling." Phil, you don't get it.
he's going to ruin wrestling, and you get nothing. He's not going to come out and give you this big 5-star match that you wanted. He's not going to do big moves. Blah blah blah. I get all of that. I just don't think that worked with what you wanted a WrestleMania main event to be. And if you were going to do that, why was this the main event? This was the last image you're going to see from 2 nights of wrestling. I think that was a bad choice.
That's why I think they should have switched nights main events. Like, if you want to do this would have worked on night 1. We would have been talking about it, blah blah blah, and then we would have got to night 2 and ended with something that isn't a fucking dud, you know?
Yeah, and I'm sure people are going to be like, "Oh, but he's making a point. None of this matters." I'm just like, I don't think that that's what you want to do when you're hyping this up as like the biggest heel turn ever and like one of the biggest generational matches. And I don't think, haha, guys, look, it's all jokes. Like,
that's what I thought, Phil. I was like, listen, the finish, the match, none of that. I was like, that's fine. It's all on the line. The way that I listen to fans talk about this made me sad. Of them all being like, "Oh no, it's fine. It's a shitty match. He told you he was going to have a shitty match." That's the story.
That's the story. Stories matter more than matches, man. Like we got the moment, and it's just like, but the moment wasn't even good. Like
the fact that we've gotten to a place where we can be fed shit and people are like, "Oh, you know, shit's actually tastes kind of all right." Like I need shit to get to my next point. I'm like, bro, no, you guys,
no.
They could have achieved the same thing with the not horrible fucking match. I've seen heels, the best heels and the worst heels, have matches with not a lot of moves and a lot of things in them, but still get the point across. This is not what this was,
bro. Drew Gulak did a whole bit on 205 Live where everybody did flippy stuff, and his whole bit on the show was don't get on the top rope, don't do high flying moves. And that was the whole thing of taking away something that people wanted, but it worked because it was done in an entertaining way. This was not entertaining.
That's all it is. Like I understand what you were doing with the pointer you were going for, but it didn't hit. That's it.
No. So yeah, we got this, and I thought, like I said, I thought the match was terrible, but I came away from it thinking like, all right, I'm not surprised that Cena won. I knew Cena was going to win because this is right up their alley to have a part-timer as champion and what they can get out of this with Cena. I mean, when I saw James Gunn retweeting the picture of him with the belt up, I was like, this is exactly what they want. This is it. And so I wasn't shocked by any of that. And I do think they're going to get an interesting enough run out of this just based on the stuff we got this week. Because, I mean, I thought the stuff we got on Monday and last night was better than the build to the match for Mania.
Look at that. I mean, I don't like what it's leading to, but I mean, I do understand. I figured we were going to get here. Like, I hate that it's going to be him and Orton, but I knew that they were going to do him and Orton in his last run, you know?
Yeah, I mean, the whole point of this, and this is why I knew he was going to win, it's the whole idea of him having this belt and holding it captive all the way up to the final hour of his farewell tour and saying, well, guys, I'm going to take this belt away with me. And you're going to have this baby face that fights to take the belt back and saves wrestling for him. Yeah, I get it. But the kickstarting this reign off this way. Ugh. Yikes.